Hello. Okay. Hello, everybody. All right. Just working on some connecting, not issues. We're just there. Now we're in motion. Okay. How is everybody doing? Welcome to the second live session of today. And our focus now is goal setting, execution. So in this morning session, we visualize our day successfully, seeing ourselves walking through our reality step by step to make sure that we are doing what we need to do when we need to do it, and really making sure that we're starting to drive the outcomes that we're looking for. So I'm going to just send a quick text before we get going. There we go. So when you think about actually doing the thing that you say you need to do in order to accomplish the goals you say you want to accomplish, in order to live the life you say that you want to live, we have to think about what we actually do with the time that we're given. Now, I wish that I knew right now at this moment how to share my screen. I guess there's never a time like the present to be able to see if there's a way to share my screen while I'm on this. I'm gonna just test it. Let's see here. There is a share screen option. Okay, cool. So over the last, we'll call it since yesterday, so 24-hour period, going based on this, proper preparation prevents poor performance, right? Hold on, it's my cousin. Hey, Ellie, come to the live session. You're alive right now. Okay. That's my sister from another mister, my cousin Ellie. She's an absolute gem. Uh, love her with all my entire heart and being. And she's on this journey thinking about her own goals. And so she's joined us live a few times. And so now this is a great time as well. But so over the last 24-hour period, one thing that we're in right now, which if you're not already dialed in, which I'm sure if you're showing up to this and you're somehow hearing me speak right now, my guess is you're pretty switched on in terms of being proactive rather than reactive and actually starting to get your feet wet and dabble with some different types of AI. So whether that's ChatGPT, you found a therapist in that AI platform, whether it's Claude. I heard Cody Sanchez online the other day talking about Perplexity, which I haven't actually explored yet and will. But I did not know the power of Claude until I started using Claude. And I'm telling you what, it is absolutely exceptional. Yay, Ellie made it. I love that I can see this. This is so great. And it's actually testing my skill set so I can actually see what's going on and can sort of participate. Great stuff. So, um, yeah, so Claude, wow. If you have not used this yet as a tool, I think that something has happened is I think with human beings, we want intuitively to be able to produce things that we feel proud of, that we're connected to, etc. In today's world, the tools that are out there, you have to know your stuff. You actually have to some degree, know what you're wanting to do. But over the last 24 hours, I took my entire basically 1 year vision and through literally probably 10 hours of prompting because it takes a while for it to think, etc., was able to produce a complete plan that included my morning lives, that included a marketing, right? Because in business, there's 4 buckets if you think about it. There is marketing, letting people know that you exist. This live is a way to show up for people, but it's also a form of marketing. Uh, Sales. So whether we like it or not, we're selling. We're selling from the time we're infants, we're selling our parents on the fact that we need to eat and they need to feed us. We are selling people on the idea of connection. We're selling people at all times because that's just what humans are, right? We want to give a great idea to them. We want to offer some kind of value, and there's always an exchange, whether it's connection is the exchange or it's a monetary and financial exchange, there's an exchange. So sales. But in your business, if you're not selling and actually bringing people into your ecosystem and exchanging currency for the value that you have to offer, it's not really a business. And so that's the second bucket. So the third bucket is delivery. And then the fourth bucket is actually scaling and where you can go from after you've gotten those first basic buckets filled, nurtured, developed, etc. So I was able to go to Claude, and I will, for the sake of this, just share what I was able to produce in hopes that it inspires you as well to be able to kind of think in such a way that you're going to be able to map out your goals. So that way you have a very, very clear direction of where you're wanting to go. And again, I'm showing this just with the hopes of inspiring you. I've never shared my screen before. So let's see how this works. And Ellie, you're on, so I'm just gonna hope that if something goes wrong here, you can also share system audio. I don't know about that. Share. Okay, let's see. Is the share screen there? Ellie, can you see my share screen right now? I don't know. I have shared, so I'm going to assume it's done that. All right, so here is the document that I was just referring to. And again, I'm going to go through this assuming that you can, and if not, well, let's just hope. So basically, and again, this took me literally all of yesterday and all of tomorrow, this morning to prompt this. But here is the start here, the 90-day roadmap on exactly what I want to do over the next 13 weeks. And of course, you have to be able to prompt this in, taking all of your ideas to be able to get something that produces a plan. This is a suggested daily plan. I'll be honest. I'm an Enneagram 7 Wing 8, Myers-Briggs ENFP. Too rigid in what I actually do. I don't stick to it, and I know that. So instead, I went over and built out a marketing plan so I can show who has done what, myself or my EA, the scripts that I need done, and I have goals set here. And then I've got the daily, right? Here's all the days that I could do with the themes and total each week. So I set a scripts 5 for social media. The day that I do them, I have it also then tally in so that at the end of the week, I can see if I hit my goal or not. The reels posted, reels filmed, daily content, so going live. So I know yesterday, for example, I went live twice. So far today, I will have gone live twice. And then it adds up to show how many times I went live. And then I haven't actually gone through and done something like, okay, the actual goal here, if I did it at my optimal best, would be like, I don't know, we'll call it 30, I think it's like 32. And so if I hit 32 by the end of the week, no, it's 27 by the end of the week, then I will have been successful. And if not, that's okay, because I actually haven't said I'm going live. What I've found is that the afternoon and the evening and the late evening, those sessions are harder because I've got clients, but I'll start to get that mentality. And again, these are all the things. So I'm going to start really working LinkedIn as a major place that I'm going to engage and actually connect with people. And then I've got YouTube on here, reply to comments, and I need this to help me stay focused. I created this in such a way that I was like, okay, when I start to get all ADHD on myself and I don't remember what I'm supposed to do, okay, that's right, go to this list. What do I feel like now? Great, I feel like doing this, awesome. But at least you're feeling like doing a certain thing and you're staying focused. Then we have outreach messages and sales, DM, Word, one voice note sent. They're aggressive, but right now it's also kind of sort of quick actions, sort of to get to the point where I feel really comfortable doing these things for the first time. Some of them I have never done. So I just want to make sure that I'm staying focused. And then this is when I do my corporate one-day workshop. My one-day workshop, this is the full plan, how to execute start to finish. My group coaching, this is, again, full onboarding start to finish. Eventually, I'm going to be launching 3-month group coach programs that are targeted towards bringing people to like climb Kilimanjaro and do these different really cool adventure activities, but there's going to be some physical training involved. So it's Empower Day plus the fitness element. I'll be doing week-long retreats. So this is the full of that. This is when I go to scale. So again, that fourth bucket of scaling. This is the metrics that I want to be tracking each week. This is the KPIs on how to actually determine a lot of those metrics including, all the marketing content that was put out, expansion, because this is more second phase, though we are going to be posting here, sales and outreach, delivery, assets, I'm looking to collect these, and then scaling and finance. So this is where we'll track the MRR, the churn rates, the LTV, CAC, all those numbers that even I still have yet to get really super personal. This is my strategy plan. This is my business checklist of every single step that I will be doing over the next month to be able to get the CRM, all the different things that I need to get done. And this is now one complete document. So for me, and part of the Empowered Day, right, is, oh no, Ellie says she didn't see it. So my guess is it didn't work. Oh, that's okay. I don't actually know. I'll have to go back and review this video, but at least I got a like on it. That's positive. And yeah, I'll have to practice that. But hopefully, ideally, you still heard me when I was on the other screen. But either way, proper preparation prevents poor performance. When you're able to have your plan, something for me, for example, Empowered Day, energize. We do that in the morning. It's food, water, sleep, and throughout the day, food, water, sleep, movement, and connection. Meditate, mindfulness, practices like this in the morning. P, planning. That is this document. That's our Sunday session. O, getting organized. That's this document that I just shared. Really seeing the vision. If you have, so many people have ADHD. I'm one of those people. We bounce from different ideas. We're like so fun, so energetic, so idea driven, but a lot of things can drain us. And the problem is it's the most important things that can be very draining. So when you think about what fuels you and excites you, if you're the type of person that loves data and Excel sheets, reach out. I will need you on my team eventually. That is not my thing. That does not bring me joy. So, however, the thing that we're avoiding the most is usually the thing that we should be doing to be able to actually drive the needle forward on whatever it is we're working on. And if we keep avoiding what brings a bit of pain or drains us versus the things that fill us with joy and light us up, we're probably not going to be driving that needle forward. So getting organized with this document, for example, helps you see in real time when you're like, oh, often wherever you go, right, with a new idea or something, it goes, oh, actually, what should I be working on? What do I feel like? Well, I don't feel like that. Go to your list of absolutes that you must do for the day and then feel into it. Which thing do you want to set a quick time for, a quick stopwatch or a timer, and get done? Sometimes we can pick out things in like 5 minutes that we can sit and avoid for 5 hours. So having that allows for freedom and flexibility, right? If you're like me, super rigid, you're not going to stick to it. But if you have some freedom to say, what do I feel like, but I'm still staying focused, that is the point of this. And then in the Empower Day method, that's organized, right? So writing out our goals every day, really being clear on what it is that we want to do, journaling for reflection or for rebalancing your nervous system or calming or just getting clarity on your thoughts. Exercise, because that is the drug of choice. When you exercise daily, you produce BDNF, which is brain-derived neurotrophic factor. It generates new brain cells and synthesizes. There are so many good things. Exercise is literally a cocktail of feel-good chemicals that get released in your brain. So you want more dopamine? Exercise. You want a little serotonin? Exercise. You want some more oxytocin? Go where friends are. Create that bonding feeling in an environment and exercise. And if you're feeling sad or if you're feeling unmotivated and you do not want to exercise, just do it. Go for a walk. If you like to talk on the phone, go for a walk and talk. I love it. Makes it so that I've gotten all that movement in and I've connected at the same time. So again, these are things I do, you do you, that works for me. Reviewing, so this document that I just shared again, it's a way to review your progress and really be mindful of the little detail things. Educate yourself, so it's always kicking up with the curve, right? There is something new coming out every single day in this age. If you're not focused on learning and continuing to drive and empower yourself to stay ahead of the curve, you will fall behind, and it will happen very quickly. I hear people say things like, oh, I don't like AI, I don't have anything to do with it. What I was able to just do in 24 hours with the use of AI would have probably typically taken days of many people coming together with their brains to be able to produce a vision like that and make sure all the steps are there, etc. So I get it. And then finally, disciplined. So just doing the things, showing up every day, coming to these live sessions where we're actually being able to tackle. And of course, you've got some time right after we finish this session to really think through your own goals, your own objectives, your own key performing action steps that you can track to make sure that you are on your path towards accomplishing your goals and living the life you desire. So that being said, this is our session. I'm going to actually go review and see if sharing the screen works. I don't know if I'm still sharing actually, so we'll have to see. And yeah, feel free to DM me if you want me to cover anything in these sessions. I will go back through and look, or just message me. I'm on LinkedIn here, YouTube here, Facebook here. This is the great thing of StreamYard. Instagram here. Message me on one of those platforms. I will be there. And I will respond because that is why I'm doing this. So thank you everyone for joining. And if you've gotten this far, that is absolutely amazing. Remember, your life, your journey is your choice. Go confidently in the direction of your dreams and live the life you imagine. Have a great day.